up to 60, you're okay the way you are. Well, I like that idea very much. And I think it's a very bad idea, especially when you're talking to young people who are lost and nihilistic and depressed and suffering and aimless and ideologically possessed and prematurely cynical. Because they're not okay the way they are. And if you tell them that they are, then they think, well, this is it, that's life. It's like I've hit the pinnacle at 18. I don't know anything about the world. I haven't contributed anything to it. But there's no up because I'm okay the way they are, the way I am. It's like, you're not okay the way you are, especially if you're 18. You've got 60 years to put yourself together. And you better be better at the end of that than you were at the beginning, or something has gone seriously wrong. And so it's not an optimistic thing to tell people that they're okay the way they are. It's a pessimistic thing, because what you do is denigrate what they could be for what they are. And I know that is a terrible idea technically, speaking from a psychological perspective, because it's who you could be that imbues your life with meaning. It's not the only thing. I mean, you have your friends and your family, but they expect something from you too, you know? They expect the best from you.
Hazard reported ahead.
Improvement, especially if you have children. But even if you are a child, you might expect some improvement from your parents as well. But that's what you hope for, is you hope that the person can manifest what's best in them. And if they don't do that, then you're disappointed in them, just like you would be inexorably or are inexorably disappointed in yourself if you don't manifest what's best in you. And I think that that's very interesting. Moral law, you know. I talk a lot to my audiences about what I believe to be incontrovertible facts. And I think that the fundamental incontrovertible fact is that life is suffering. And I think that that's why that's a primary axiom of religious belief. In some sense, almost regardless of faith, that life is suffering. And everyone knows that, although they don't necessarily like to admit it or to talk about it. You don't have to scrape beneath the surface very far in someone's life to find a tragedy lurking if the person that you're speaking with doesn't have something pretty awful happening to them right at the moment, economically or socially or within their family or physically or mentally. The probability that someone they love has a problem of that sort is extraordinarily high, and if you happen to be among the fortunate minority for whom that isn't true, well, all you have to do is wait soon enough, and sooner than you think, and worse than you imagine. And so, and everyone knows that, and so it's easy to understand why people become cynical and bitter and hurt and nihilistic. I think there's a progression in life. You know, if you're naive, you think that life will be easy and that people are basically good, and then you have some experiences, if you're not sheltered too much, and that gets taken away from you because you betray yourself or other people betray you, or you encounter a tragedy, and then your naivety is shattered, and the most likely place that you'll go from there